What's up? Welcome back to the Sully Show. Thank you for tuning in for another great whiskey review we have for y'all today. Alright, when I pick this whiskey out, a lot of times when I go to pick out whiskey, it's something I've, seen in some of like the Facebook groups I'm in, people are raving about, or something I've been interested in for a while, finally found it, decided to pick it up, something I want friends told me about, something like that. The typical way you pick out whiskey. However, on this one, it's something I've never heard of before, but it had a pretty cool bottle, so I was like, why not? Might as well grab it, Because I'm a sucker for bottles, and honestly, I kind of pick out a lot of my whiskey that way too. But I'm going to act like I make very good choices when picking out my whiskey here. So today, we are doing Bower Hill Barrel Reserve. Alright, obviously, kind of cool bottle, it's square, but that cork is very neat. It's got this cool little knob on top. Just overall, very neat bottle. Now, Bower Hill, if you are big into whiskey, you like whiskeys and bourbons and stuff, it'd be an interesting story to read about, because it was like the first war of the whiskey rebellion in 1792. So you can look up a little more about it, but it's kind of I don't want to go too far into that. I might do a whole video about the whiskey rebellion later. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens, But it's just kind of a neat story where they got their name from, neat background, everything like that. Because it has a lot to do with whiskey today, and they're a, Bower Hill whiskey. This is the Barrel Reserve Bower Hill, okay? It's $35 for the bottle at 43% alcohol, 86 proof, 43% alcohol. Kind of weird. I don't know why they didn't just go 45 or 40, but whatever. 43% alcohol is where we are at. Now, the notes on this, okay, the aroma should be getting some big oak, okay, not small oak, not regular oak, but big oak, a little bit of vanilla, and some smoky caramel, okay, again, not just regular old caramel, alright, this is smoky caramel, way bigger, way better, way more flavorful, I guess, I don't know. Who knows what smoky caramel is? Nobody, alright. Now, the tasting notes on this, it's intense, it's cayenne, I think I'm pronouncing that right, and dried fruit, okay? So if you don't know what cayenne is, I'm going to do my best to describe it to you. But basically, it's a type of acid that binds together in plants. It's what, when people chill filter things, okay, they're chill filtering it to kind of pull that cayenne out. I believe it's a cayenne. But basically, it's some type of acid in there that helps bond everything together, okay? So you should be tasting that, apparently. And some dried fruit. So quite interesting on that. This is supposed to have a very high rye mash bill, so I'd imagine it's going to be a little bit spicy as well, but they don't specify that, okay? They didn't specify, so I don't want to assume, alright? And the finish should be long, intense, and clean, okay? So you're not going to drink this and have to go brush your teeth, because it's not dirty. It's clean, it's long, it's intense, the finish is intense, the flavor is intense. It seems like whoever is describing this whiskey on the website just really likes the word intense, okay? But let's go ahead and dive in and see how it is for ourselves right here on the Sully Show. But before we do that, actually, one quick thing to note. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me get a little bit closer so you can, hopefully. Okay, there it is. Okay, there's a cork. There's half of a cork floating here in my bottle. Okay, so I got this bottle for my brother for Christmas. I'm stealing a little bit of it now. He's tried some. I haven't tried it yet, so don't worry about that. This won't be a second-hand review. I haven't tried it the first time type review. But when he was popping the cork, he did a little twist and pull. Oh, did you hear that? Beautiful. But he did that little simple twist and pull, and as you can see, half the cork broke off into the bottle. So I don't know what that's about. It is a real cork. It's not synthetic. It is a real actual cork. But half of it broke off. So hopefully it's not tainting the flavors of that whiskey. Let's pour up though. See what she smells like. That smells a lot different than like I would have expected. It definitely smells oaky. I feel like you can smell a little rye in there. Definitely oaky. Probably some smoky. I don't know about smoky caramel. But I smell some oaky in there. Doesn't smell bad though. Doesn't smell bad at all. As far as flavors go, I want to say it's kind of basic. That finish is long, intense, and clean. That was very clean, very long, very intense. I mean, we had a moment there, me and that sip. Okay, that was intense moment, but it's clean. It's good. It's good. Yeah, it really is. It really is pretty basic. I mean, this oaky, I honestly don't taste any rye. I'm kind of surprised because it made a note saying that it has a very high rye mash. I don't really notice that much. I mean, probably a touch of spiciness, but nothing that you would expect from a high mash bill of rye. Other than that, though, it really is basic. It's oaky. It's smoky. It's good. It really is good, but it's kind of... I feel like it's a little overpriced. Okay? It's not much different than Jim Beam or Evan Williams or, you know, some of the cheaper things that you could get more of for $35. Okay? It's... Other than it being overpriced, it's really not too bad. Okay? I'd say it's a great starter. You know, if you're just getting into whiskeys, it's a good spot to start if you don't mind spending, you know, the money. Because it is good. I'd say it's smoother. It's better quality than Jim Beam. It's smoother. It is a little more refined and defined and everything, but there's not a whole lot of flavors. So if you're just getting started into whiskey and you want like a baseline, you know, you want a good quality whiskey, it's a baseline. This isn't a bad place to look. It's not going to be overcomplicated for you. You're not going to be trying to figure out a whole bunch of things. But you will get an enjoyable drink that's easy to understand, easy to recognize, easy to build off of. The finish is very good. Just enough to let you know, hey, you're drinking whiskey. It's there. It stays there for a little too long. It is a long-lasting finish, like it says. But it is a good finish. Smooth, nothing crazy, over the top, harsh. But you know what happens next. We got to put some ice in here. Try it again and see if it changes at all and see if it got better. So we'll be right back. And we are back with our iced down Bower Hill. Let's give it a shot. I feel like with it being on ice, it just took away the flavors. You know, it was so basic. It was basic to begin with. Okay, so when you put it on ice, there's no longer any kind of bite. It just kind of tastes like alcohol now. Don't really get any oaky. Don't really get any smoky. There's kind of nothing left to it. Now it's kind of just like a, you know, feels like alcohol, liquid beverage. You know. So I wouldn't recommend that on ice. However, it is an amazing, neat sipper. Okay, you can sit here, sip it neat, very easily. Like I said, it's good. It's not bad, and it's just it's a solid drink. It really is. Nothing special, but very solid. And if you're an ice guy, like I'm typically an ice guy. Most whiskeys I drink, I do put ice in just to mellow them out a little bit. You know. Not make them quite as harsh, all that, so you can taste them a little bit more. However, with this one, I feel like it's perfect to begin with, where you can taste it, you get the feel, but it's not overpowering the taste and all that. So I feel like this one you really can't put on ice. I feel like you're really going to mess up if you put this one on ice. Overall rating, 7 neat. 2 on ice. Was that a 9 out of 10? So I mean, that's a pretty good rating. No, not 7 neat. I'm gonna go 6 neat, 2 on ice, 8 overall. Okay, 8 overall rating. It's good. I feel like even that's a little high just because it's nothing like crazy. But it is good. So I'm gonna stick with it because it really is good. It really is. But that wraps it up for this episode of The Sully Show. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go check out some of my other videos. Follow me on Instagram. Link is down in the description. I post shorter reviews, cool content, you know, whatever. Trying to get better about it. Don't post a whole lot right now. You know, that's probably the point, whatever. Go follow me anyway. And, you know, pretty soon I'll get better about that and keep popping those out. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. Hit that thumbs up button for me. And stay tuned for more wonderful whiskey content and such. Cheers.